How you been? How you doing? Everything good? Great. I missed you. Okay, so Pebbles actually had a question, and it is something that I've heard of. I've just never heard of, because everything has a term these days. I've never heard it referred to as the term that she's going to say, but it's something that, you know, you might want to incorporate in your life if you're somebody who gets overwhelmed with tasks or like tends to procrastinate or whatever.
I have never heard of this term used in this way, but body doubling. So, and I don't even know how long it's been around, but I did it this past weekend.
Okay.
So apparently it's like this strategy to help with productivity when you're, like you mentioned, being overwhelmed, or you just have trouble getting things done. Procrastination, like, oh, that is me. But so what you do is you get together with other people. I don't know if it's more than one. It can be one person, maybe a group of people, where you just kind of all bring the stuff you need to get done and you do it together.
Yeah.
And you don't have to like talk to each other about it, but if the resource is there if you need it, and you just kind of get things done.
I've heard of that.
Because I have a friend, I'm in a group of friends, and one of them's just going through a lot, very overwhelmed with things, work and personal or whatever. And she's just like, I just am having trouble getting things done. So we were like, well, we'll come over and, you know, we'll help. And we have things that we need to do too. And so we just like got stuff done. We had like, we're all in a Korean class together. So, you know, a couple of us were doing some of the homework for class. And, you know, the other one was working on like a to-do list of all, you know, like when you have to just dump things out of your head and just get them out. And she's like writing down all the things she needs to do upcoming for work. And so it just, it's like, what took me so long to find this? Because I really do think that it's helpful.
It's helpful. It just sounds counterintuitive, because normally like you hang out with your friends as a respite from all the crap that you have to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Body doubling, by the way, is a terrible term for that.
Yeah, when you asked if we had heard of it, I was like, is it something like catfishing? Is it like someone pretending to be you?
Yeah, when you said you did it with your friend, I'm like, yo, you pretended to be one of your friends when she like, you know what I mean?
It's basically like you don't want to be alone doing the stuff that you're doing, you know?
I've heard, I forget what I heard it referred to as, but it was, you know, people who were like, oh, whatever, I have a bunch of bills I have to pay. Another person's like, oh, I you know, whatever, they want to book their vacation, and they'll get together like at a Starbucks or something like that and start doing it. You know what I mean? And it's again, it sounds like it would never work. I think you need one person who's kind of like, all right, guys, let's focus. Let's focus and let's do this.
But it was like, we still, you know, we started at like a cafe, you know, had some snacks and drinks and whatever. And then we went back to one friend's house and, you know, we started working, got stuff done. Then we took a break and we ordered food, and then we did some more. It was like, yeah, like I don't always feel like I have to be around people to get stuff done, but I really found it helpful.
Yeah. Did you all sit at the same table, or did you go to separate rooms?
It was like one was on a chair over here, one was on the couch, I was on the floor. It was just like, yeah. And I always feel like I need to be like kind of sitting at a desk to get stuff done.
Right.
And the fact that
I'm that way too. Isn't that weird? Like, I don't know
think
what
it's
it is.
weird,
Something
but
about sitting at an actual desk that kind of makes you a little bit more, I don't know if it's creative or just like, I'm going to get stuff done today.
Yeah.
Rather than, I don't know. Anytime I'm doing any like video editing or anything like on my phone, if I'm on my couch or something, I just feel like I can't do it. But if I'm at a desk, it gets done.
Yeah,
it's so
it
weird.
is. It's weird. But the fact that I was able to do it like on the floor it just felt off to me. But I don't know.
Why did you lose the furniture battle?
No, I actually wanted to be on the floor.
Oh, you picked the floor?
Yeah.
Were you laying on your stomach with kicking your legs up behind you?
At certain
Or were you
times,
sitting crisscross applesauce?
I did that too. Or just like spreading your legs out with all your stuff in the middle of you.
Did you need
My
help to
back
stand
wouldn't
up when
allow
you
me.
wanted to stand? Somebody give me a boost?
Yeah.
No, it's like tuck and roll.
My back would be all screwed up.
Mel, do you have a desk in your apartment?
No.
That explains a lot.
Actually, wait a minute. No, I take that away. I do. I have a vanity. It's a pretty one. It's all mirrors.
Oh, okay.
I use it for my makeup and skincare stuff, but it is a desk. It's
I would
nice.
never get anything done if I had a mirror in front of me.
Oh, it's so nice.
Just watching yourself move.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, what the hell's the term I heard it referred to as? But yeah, it's
Let me
it's
see if
something
there's
that
another one. Term for
yeah. I mean, it's it makes sense if you think about it, because think about all the stuff, right? Like, especially now with like the internet and stuff like that, you have like all these random groups now that people join in because they're like, oh, other people like doing this stuff too. And you have people from all walks of life and they'll get together and, sometimes it's something, constructive like that. Other times it's, a bunch of businessmen getting together to have sex with horses. That really happened.
What?
Seriously.
That went left.
Mr.
I
Hands.
know. What are you talking about?
You never heard of the
Did you
documentary,
say Mr. Hands?
Mr. Hands? You never heard about that?
No.
So
You actually watched the documentary like that?
I mostly. So
Wow. No wonder your algorithm's
So
crazy.
this was pre-Facebook. It was maybe MySpace. It was the early 2000s. And it happened in Washington State. And a random guy was like dropped off like in front of the emergency room. Like they drove up a car, threw him out of the car. They didn't even bring him in and drove off. Mm-hmm. The man ended up dying from basically like his colon was like exploded, like perforated.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So they investigated and they found a farm.
Oh,
and they went to this
God.
farm and they found all these videotapes of dudes
Stop.
getting it on with horses.
No.
Yeah.
Ramiro,
and
why
they invested
must you tell me stuff like this?
because maybe your body doubling will eventually turn. No.
I don't want it to lead to that.
Yeah. So they ended up finding out though that all these guys would get together. There were like high-end business guys, like CEOs, all that stuff from all over the country would meet up at this farmhouse and do this. And my first thought was, at what point do you go there and you're just like BSing with these dudes? Like, oh, how's the family? How's work? Oh, we're doing great. Our third quarter profits were amazing. Yada, 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 yada.
Yeah,
and then like, who's the guy that breaks the ice and goes,
Right.
so we're gonna fuck some horses or what?
Oh my God.
And there's a video of the horse. It was because the horse penetrated the dude, and it was a horse. So it was, it wrecked him.
I'm sick.
And his horse fucking buddies didn't want to stay with them at the emergency room.
Why do you know this?
Pebbles, I go down some rabbit holes sometimes. I think the documentary, I believe it's called Mr. Hands. Let me see.
There's a documentary.
Yeah, if you're ever interested in watching it.
Nope.
Mr. Hands.
What?
Documentary. Oh, it's called Zoo. Sorry, it's called Zoo.
Not even close.
It examines. Well, hold on. It examines the 2005 death of Kenneth Pinion, aka Mr. Hands, a Boeing engineer who died from a perforated colon after engaging in bestiality with a stallion in Enumclaw, Washington. It explores the hidden lives of men involved in the local bestiality scene without sensationalizing the crime, aiming for a dreamy artistic portrayal. Yeah. So there you go.
I'm like sick.
So when you want something to watch,
Nope. It won't be that.
Zoo. Zoo streaming
like,
now.
I will never
Could you
be bored
imagine?
enough to watch that.
That is not a good title for something. Imagine if it's on Netflix and your kids are like, "Oh, Zoo, let's watch it." Maybe they have penguins.
I legit just put on my Instagram story today. It's one of those days where I just want to look at animals like dogs and cats.
Well, Melissa, there's a great story on
Yeah, it's called
on
Zoo.
horses. Do you like horses? Check it out. It's called Zoo.
I hate you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, my friends. Thank you.